Welcome, I'm Granite and this is BINBUSTER, where I watch a few budget bin movies for you. Today's movie is a movie I found at the Dollar Tree. You can see that right up here. That movie was none other than Stage Fright. This movie is about a snobby musical theater camp that is terrorized by a bloodthirsty killer who hates musical theater. like all these other films that I've been reviewing, I'll give you the good, the bad, my thoughts, and then the ratings on this in a little bit. But first, a little bit about this movie. For those of you that don't know, this is actually a remake. There's a film, this is 2014, there's a film years ago that was called Stage Fright. It was dealing with theater. However, this one's a musical. Has to deal with music, musical theater, and a theater camp. So it's pretty much Glee meets Sleepaway Camp. And who would have thought we needed this in either genre of horror slasher films and in musicals? Some are saying, hey, it's like Rocky Horror. No, it's not like Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's at least not a slasher film like this is. This is a die-hard slasher film, because you can see right there's the knife. I was shocked that Minnie Driver, who's actually stars in this, 90s Minnie Driver, who's very famous, stars in here as a small little role. That's what I'm shocked by. She had a small little role in here. Who knew that she had a set of pipes on her? I mean, she sang in the opening sequence of the movie. And I'm not just saying singing, operatic singing, like raising her voice, raising the voice. Oh, oh. I can't sing, so that's all you guys are going to get. Sorry for those wearing the earphones. But anyways, who knew that she could sing? I didn't. And this surprised me. Meatloaf. Yes, Meatloaf is in this movie. Oh no, not the food your mom's making you tonight for dinner. No. Meatloaf, the singer, the fat guy with the long mullet back in the day. Now he has shorter hair. Yeah. He runs the camp. This camp for music kids, for theater kids. The camp happens to be going under as final notices start pouring in. So he's trying everything in his power to make it go afloat. The camp is ran by Meatloaf, who happened to be the manager of Minnie Driver, who, when she died at the beginning of the movie, had 2 young kids. Those kids are staying with the producer, her agent, and they're now the staff at the camp, so they do all the cooking. Yeah. And the daughter wants to be following her mother's footsteps, but her brother says, no, you're not like them, you're different. And Meatloaf just keeps her in the kitchen, doesn't want her dealing with these kids. It's at the camp they decided to put on the production, the same production that killed her mother. They decide to put on this production that's a takeoff of Phantom of the Opera. That killed Minnie Driver's character in the beginning of this movie. They decided to put on the same production, except set in feudal Japan. Yeah, because that makes any sense. Having a former manager of kids as the staff at the camp just makes the choice of musical that much weirder, and starts twisting this movie in a little darker undertone. Like I said, this is like Glee. So you get musical numbers everywhere. Especially when you see the killer for the first time. And he gets metal! Yeah. You get like hard rock singing from him. Yeah, he even sings in this one too. So it's one of those weird things about this movie. When the camp's production manager's director staff happens, with a lighting rig clamp, like the lighting rigs that are up top that fall, a clamp hits him in the foot, like right here. And it's there. And the killer's standing here, so he leans him back. He doesn't do that. Then he kicks him, and he goes, break a leg. Yeah, the puns in there were pretty epic. But I loved it. Every time you saw the killer, you got a little like a guitar riff in there, which was awesome. He literally had a broken foot, but the way he was killed wasn't that way. There was this light fixture, the light bulb on top. The killer puts it, because he never has a name, the killer just puts the bulb right in the guy's mouth, turns it on. So it's a hot light bulb. It's a theater light, so it's going to be an incandescent bulb, which has the little flick filter thingy on the inside. Yeah. And that lights up and heats it up, so it's going to be hotter. And he, boom, smashes the cheeks in, and you just hear it crack, and you see the burning coming from the inside of the mouth. That pretty much kills him. And I mean, that's a clever way of doing it. I've never seen anything like that in movies like this. Turns out that the murderer hates theater kids, like I said earlier, but shreds a mean guitar. I'm not kidding. He shreds a mean guitar. A kabuki, since it's feudal Japan, he wears a kabuki mask. He's a metal singing psycho out to spoil the show. And in doing so, he may very well be a new slasher icon. No. It would be cool if they made this if they had a sequel, or made it an in-universe a character that's there, that goes into other movies and does stuff like this too. That would be cool. Doing a bunch of horror movies based on like theater kids and musicals. I think that would be awesome. That'd be an awesome idea. Do it right now, Hollywood. In fact, no, don't do it, Hollywood. Independent film producers, do it. Because their films are better. I won't spoil the reveal of who it is. You guys have to watch it for yourself. But let's just say the story comes full circle at the opening night of camp. Oh, I just gotta say this. The song during the credits is hilarious in it. It's a heavy metal version, and it's the voice of the killer going, like telling us to put down our phones, stop pirating the movie because pirating is illegal. Which I don't recommend doing at the end. That's actually pretty funny, if you ask me. I laughed at that. Speaking of laughing parts, there were some parts I wasn't laughing at, and those are my bads. One of the parts that I wasn't is the puns, especially on the killer's part, like the break a leg. I understand why they did it, but they could have done it without it, because some of the puns were bad. Not only that, they could have done out some of the songs. They were bad. Like where the musical director was killed, the kids want to call home. MacLeod tells them to carry on, does it in song and dance. And as the song gets performed by the kids dancing around in the yard, MacLeod goes to the main circuit box where the phone cord is, pulls it out of there. Because nothing's going to stop this night. Yeah. Oh, no, but don't worry. Did I give you a little hint? Or didn't I? That's for you to find out when you watch Stage Fright. This seems to be a remake. Like I said earlier, this is a remake of the original Stage Fright, but it's not. But it leaves its mark. It's not just a remake, but its own entity into musical and horror. I honestly don't know where I'm going to put it in my collection, because my collection is set up by genres. So I don't know if I want to put it in horror, if I want to put it in musical, because I don't have much in the musicals. But in horror, I have this and a few others, so horror is a very small category for me, because I'm not a huge fan of these type of horror movies. But I heard about the musical side of things, so I'm like, oh, sure, let me check that one out. And I do recommend this movie. If you want to find it, I bought it at Dollar Tree. Check your local Dollar Trees, see if you can find more. If not, check your local thrift stores and Goodwills. It should be there as well. I mean, it's a Blu-ray, and this one actually came with a Best Buy exclusive, The Legend of Beaver Dam, which was a short film, an award-winning short film. I didn't watch it. I'm going to watch that. Maybe I will do a special review on that. I don't know yet, but I haven't seen that one when I watched this movie. Well, will I rate this? I'll rate it, you know what, 2.5 stars. It's a 2.5 star movie. Like I said, it's middle of the road horror. It's middle of the road musical. So it's right there, 2.5 out of 5 stars. Comment down below. What's your favorite slasher film? Yeah. What's your favorite slasher film? And remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the bell notification for more videos like this. I do a new review every Wednesday. I just want to say thank you to you guys out there who continue watching these videos, who keep sharing the posts on all social media. Thank you. I can't do this without you guys in promoting this. Thank you. And always remember, I'm Graydon. This is BINBUSTER. I recommend this movie. Go out, get it, make it a movie night, and remember to dive right in.